Yo, 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 Big Catch back up in here. Hey, listen, my apologies to everybody that is sending me messages on Instagram. It's so many messages, my eyes get to hurting and I'm not able to get to them. I was supposed to been reacting to absolutely because she be cooking. It was about, I say 6 months ago, somebody sent me her and I was like, damn, okay, boom, I'm about to react to it. And something had slipped my mind. I got to reading other messages, and recently I tapped back into the IG messages, and then somebody else sent it to me. So yeah, here we go. She be cooking. Absolutely. We about to react to her content. And y'all know how we do. We're gonna leave a link in the description if y'all want to see it uninterrupted, because she be cooking, y'all. She be cooking. Look, everybody ain't sending me this one person for nothing. They ain't just sending me this for nothing. Now, you got to be cooking. If everybody's sending me this one person, she cooking. She definitely cooking. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
At the height of his career, Drake was untouchable, a cultural force setting trends and defining mainstream hip-hop. But the past few years have exposed vulnerabilities. Drake, once the epitome of cool in mainstream hip-hop, now finds himself at a crossroads. He has been marched to the borders of the culture and risks being put out entirely, if that hasn't happened already. Fans within hip-hop openly challenge his authenticity and have labeled him a culture vulture. While Drake's fan base remains vast, his influence has weakened, and no one knows it better than him. In fact, he has basically admitted as much. His fans may be screaming that he's still the top streamed artist of the year, but they ignore even what their idol has admitted. The impact of Kendrick Lamar, coupled with the reaction and action of true fans of hip-hop within the black community.
Do y'all hear that, Drake Glazers? He is not the top no more. So stop making that your argument. It's over. It's done. The sister's doing her research. She's laying the facts all out for you. Let's get it.
Community caused Drake harm. He uses that word in recent court filings that allege defamation and a coordinated illegal campaign of hateration by UMG, iHeart, and others. Harm. In business, harm can refer to many things, but most often it refers to money. We may not be able to see these impacts from where we sit, but no one knows Drake's check balance better than him. We should assume Drake knows all of his own data. He probably has key metrics that he uses to judge for himself how famous and successful he is in a given week, month, or year, including metrics for traditional media, music sales, and streaming, merch, and other endeavors, social media.
So she giving us the numbers. So for all y'all number heads, for everybody that want them numbers, the numbers, here's the nuts. She doing numbers too. Word these bond, boy.
Engagement, and so on. He is probably very aware of how his data for this week compares to data for the same time last year, the same month last year, and then year-to-year comparisons. And somewhere in that data is the signal to Drake that he is in trouble. If you want to go back and obsess over his actions and business decisions, you could probably argue that this started before the great rap confrontation of 2024. But it is probably more than likely that during and after the beef, Drake's metrics signaled to him that he is in trouble. Kendrick didn't make accusations about Drake up out of thin air. Rumors and allegations have swirled for years, and some of the behavior has been done out in the open, witnessed by thousands and eventually millions of people. The words in K-Dot's diss track.
Y'all pay attention to what she said. We gonna react to this other new channel that somebody sent me to. Y'all wouldn't believe. This was somebody that's close to TDE and everything. There was some footage that's been hidden of Drake starting the beef with Kendrick Lamar. Like there's some, I think ESPN got the footage. There's some footage where look, they need to release that footage, but we gonna react to that next. Let's get it.
tracks weren't just a quick bang, they were real impact explosions that still echo in the ears of listeners to this day. And the destruction has likely hit Drake squarely in his bank account. But signaling his intention to file lawsuits isn't the only evidence that Drake's in trouble. No, there's something more calculated, and it's been happening right in front of us for several months, which means this plan has been in the works for even longer. It is professional, data-driven, and effective in helping him reach his new primary goal.
Yes, he has goals. Uh-oh.
It's fair to say that Drake's actions recently have been widely mocked. His social media posts, his selfies, Bobblegate.
This the last time I'm going to stop it. Remember I told y'all, the people with the books in the background, with the bookshelves. What I say? I say those the people you want to watch out for. Them the people you want to watch. The people with the books in the background, those are the people right there. Cause we was talking about Touré. We was reacting to Touré and Stephen A. Smith. I said, yo, them people with that bookshelf in the background, those are the ones right there you want to pay attention to. Let's get it.
Widely mocked. His social media posts, his selfies, Bobblegate, that one basketball game where he and his fragile op pretended to intimidate an elite athlete who could break both their legs with a simple hip check. Then came the streaming and the announcement of a new tour. The streaming and the tour were especially mocked. Drake is such a loser, he has to resort to hopping on some random lame-o's stream. He's so scared of Kendrick, he's running to Australia. How stupid. These things may be symptoms of being lame, but I always say this. Never underestimate stupid people with a plan, especially when they have the assets required to carry out that plan. And Drake very clearly has a plan developed by professionals. His actions are not random. He's executing a calculated pivot designed to secure his relevance and revenue for years to come. As I just mentioned, the goal for Drake has shifted. He has wanted to be respected by the culture and the streets within it for the majority of his career. He no longer cares about that.
So what is he going to do now? Is he going to be a lawyer? Like, what's up? Let us know.
Remember, Drake hates you, the culture, and that damn song. He's furious that the consumer who is supposed to be hand-fed trends created by the industry squarely spit him out and wiped our taste buds. When Drake says things like, rap is weird right now, it's an indicator that he has lost control of the machine because the ghost in it took over. Drake knows he lost the Real Nigga Challenge, and now he's running to Australia for the check balance. Why? And what does streaming have to do with it?
She got bars.
Drake needs a way to reestablish dominance, not necessarily in hip-hop, but in the broader entertainment landscape. And he found it by targeting a different demographic altogether, the prime consumer base of music, which is young, white, and male. What he needs now is an audience that cares about being entertained. The majority of music consumers may know there's been a beef, and even that Drake lost it, but they do not care. They don't care about the culture, and they don't care whether or not black people in America embrace him or not. For them, the beef between Drake and Kendrick has been WWE, and they want more. XQC is a Canadian streamer and former professional gamer who rose to fame in the Overwatch esports scene. Known for his high-energy personality and chaotic humor, XQC transitioned to full-time streaming after his esports career ended in 2018 due to many controversies and suspensions from various platforms. He became one of Twitch's most watched streamers, diversifying his content with gameplay, reactions, and in real-life streams. In 2023, XQC signed a $100 million deal with Kick, a rival streaming platform. XQC's audience is predominantly young and male, with a significant
What platform is Academics on? Academics is on Twitch, right?
Significant portion aged between 18 and 24. His content, which includes gaming, reaction videos, and interactive streams, appeals to a broad spectrum of viewers, contributing to his status as one of the most prominent figures in the streaming community. Drake's engagement with XQC on Kick strategically targets a predominantly young male audience, aligning with his promotional objectives. Kick's audience demographics by gender, approximately 84% male and 16% female. By age, around 34% are between 18 and 24 years old. These demographics indicate that Kick's users base is primarily composed of young men, making it an effective platform for Drake to connect with this specific audience segment. By leveraging Kick's demographics, Drake effectively aligns his promotional efforts with the platform user's base, maximizing the impact of his tour announcement and strengthening his connection with a key audience segment. Let's look at the pivot in action.
Wow.
By associating with someone like XQC, chaotic, controversial, but undeniably popular, Drake taps into an audience that values entertainment over legacy. This crowd isn't dissecting bars or judging cultural authenticity.
Right.
They're here for the memes, the clout, and yes, the chaos. Then there's rebuilding through accessibility. Drake's move to these spaces signals that he's accessible and willing to engage with fans directly. This is a calculated strategy to replace the hip-hop gatekeepers he's alienated with younger fans who will embrace him regardless of cultural credibility. Younger audiences aren't as deeply entrenched in the nuances of Drake's losses or the culture's rejection of him. They grew up with his hits as pop music and may not even care about hip-hop's authenticity debates. For them, Drake's antics are just entertainment. This affords him space to double down on his persona. Drake is leaning into being the funny, petty, memeable guy. If the culture won't take him seriously as the greatest rapper, he's pivoting to being the most entertaining artist. And what better way to do that than to engage in spaces like Kick, where ridiculousness thrives?
Yeah,
Ultimately,
that's true, because a lot of them dudes, you see, they be dressing up in banana suits and all that. Then you got the one who be getting all the rappers to come to, so he could hang around. The one he got in the car accident on the highway. I forgot his name, but he be doing little crazy stuff. It's like they the modern day Jackass cast, you know, with Johnny Knoxville and Bam Margera and all them. So Kick in Twitch, they're like the modern day, just, you know what I mean, doing crazy stuff. But I don't see Drake being entertaining. I don't see, he don't try to be cool so much. He moves like he's lazy. He don't have the energy of a Kai Cenat. He don't have the enthusiasm of what's the other Kick? I forgot his name. The one who got in the beef with the LA dudes. I forgot his name. But yeah, he don't have that energy like that. He's getting big. He not working out. You know what I'm saying? He's not working out. He's looking chubby around the neck. You know what I'm saying? He don't have that. He don't have it, man. He looks sweaty. Look like he need to put on some deodorant. Like, yo, he don't, I don't like his voice.
this helps him expand his longevity. Hip-hop fans might age out of Drake's antics, but if he successfully secures younger fans, he extends his career relevance for another decade. By leaning into this pivot, he ensures he's still selling records, dominating streaming charts, and remaining part of the conversation, even if it's in a different lane. Drake's strategy here isn't about fixing his image with the culture. He lost. It's about sidestepping it entirely. He's carving out a new lane, one that thrives on the chaotic, performative world of online platforms and younger, less critical audiences. This pivot is both a survival tactic and an acknowledgement of his decline in cultural standing. It's no longer about being the greatest rapper alive.
Right.
It's about being the most followed entertainer. This strategy isn't just about Drake's feelings or perceived fragile ego. This is a strategy about money, and it will work.
Right.
Examining this behavior reveals a strategic framework behind Drake's appearances. First, audience diversification. XQC has a younger, highly engaged, and global audience. While Drake's music already appeals to a wide demographic, platforms like Kick and by extension XQC connect him directly to a niche, Gen Z-dominated digital-first audience. Then there's cultural relevance. Drake thrives on staying relevant, and gaming, live streaming culture is increasingly influential. By appearing on a major streamer's platform, he signals that he's plugged into modern digital trends. This helps him stay visible to younger fans who drive streaming numbers, memes, and social media discourse.
And this is why he don't go on DJ Academics, because DJ Academics he just gonna keep it hip hop. He don't care about the little kids out there that's, doing little petty stuff to each other. Hey, I flooded his toilet with tissue, with toilet paper. Hey, look, let's go play with them while he's asleep. They don't care about that. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, he ain't gonna be able to. He can't bounce back through that way. So he's being very strategic right now.
Even though Kick's audiences are niche, these streams generate significant media coverage. When Drake makes announcements like his Australian tour, during these streams, it's reported on widely by both gaming and entertainment outlets, amplifying the reach of his news while making it seem organic and innovative. Drake's affiliation with the gambling platform Stake heavily influences his appearances. XQC, another Stake partner, provides a seamless opportunity for joint promotion. By engaging in a space associated with gambling and streaming, Drake indirectly markets Stake while benefiting from its ecosystem. While many people are viewing this behavior as lame, it's actually calculated risk-taking, which is just a part of business. The oddity of it gets people talking, and controversy or confusion can drive engagement. As Drake shifts his audience focus and engagement, he is also able to shift the narrative around him away from being a colonizer. Drake's recent public image has been hit by criticism of being out of touch or corny. Aligning himself with a platform and audience that values spontaneity, chaos, and unconventional humor helps him reframe his persona as adaptable and in tune with internet culture. The 18 to 24-year-old white male demographic, both globally and coincidentally in Australia, represents a prime consumer base. They dominate streaming platforms, drive digital engagement, and are avid consumers of live events like concerts. Australia, with its high concentration of this demographic and a thriving live music scene, is an ideal market for Drake to solidify his appeal outside the constraints of U.S. hip-hop culture. Drake isn't aiming to win back the culture. He's sidestepping it entirely by focusing on a demographic that values entertainment and personality over authenticity. He's ensuring continued relevance and revenue. Platforms like Kick have minimal overlap with traditional hip-hop audiences. This allows Drake to reinvent himself for a new crowd without facing the scrutiny or judgment he might encounter from his core fan base or hip-hop purists.
So them kids over there gonna be like, oh Drake, wow. They still starstruck at his, you know what I'm saying, him being famous because he's a celebrity. They can be like, oh wow, Drake. Ain't nobody gonna be over there like, yeah, Kendrick Lamar just destroyed him. It's very few people that's gonna be saying that over there. And that's what he know. So he like, boom, let me go over here, reinvent myself. Anita Maxwell. And everybody gonna be like, oh, Anita Maxwell, oh, Drake's so cool. And he gonna reinvent himself all over again. That's wild. Yeah, she definitely cooking. She cooking.
One of the tactics that
He's
Drake is
cooking.
deploying right now is creating a perception of relatability. And then he's monetizing it. By appearing on a streamer's channel and engaging in giveaways or casual banter, Drake positions himself as accessible and relatable, qualities that younger audiences value. This contrasts with his untouchable megastar persona, making him feel more human and connected. Winning in spaces like Kick and gaming culture builds new cultural capital for Drake. Even if Drake loses some respect within traditional hip hop circles, he's gaining a foothold in an entirely different ecosystem where his antics can absolutely thrive. While this strategy might alienate some within the culture, it's a calculated move to ensure longevity. Drake understands that music consumption trends are shifting. Gen Z and younger millennials don't necessarily value the same aspects of hip hop culture that older generations do. By tapping into a broader, less critical audience, he's safeguarding his future as an entertainer and global brand. Not as a rapper. Drake's moves are about more than ego or artistic relevance. They're about survival in a market that prioritizes measurable influence. By demonstrating that he can still pull an audience, convert engagement into dollars, and dominate unconventional spaces, Drake secures his partnerships and ensures his viability as a global brand. This isn't just about whether people are listening to Drake's music. It's about convincing the world that they still care what he has to say, buy, or promote. And that, in today's hyper-commercialized entertainment landscape, is the new game and the new goal.
She broke that thing down. Pause. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about Absolutely. Because she did some good research. She did some good digging on the numbers as well. Because we can't forget, Drake isn't just by himself. He also has people that's surrounded by him. But sometimes, he override whatever their decision is, and he just make a horrible decision. That's when we be seeing like, oh, bro, who told him to do that? Just like when he in a his heart part 6, he was like, yo, we fed you the information. Like, yo, who told you to rap that on it? He overrode, what was they probably counseled him on it, and he probably overrode it. But yeah, man. Yeah, like I was saying, Drake is surrounded by people, and these people are paid hundreds of thousands of dollars as well to give him counsel on what he needs to do to bounce back. So the way he's bouncing back is he's tapping into a whole different demographic. Just like the rap money is drying up, just like how people starting to go to country music now. Those people spend. They don't care about the things that true hip hop heads care about. You got who? What's the Malone dude? I forgot his name. Malone. He went over there. The other dude who was like, "Look, I am not hip hop," and there was a bunch of controversy around him as well. Said, "I am not hip hop." Forgot his name. I don't remember these people's names, man. All I just know what they be doing, and hey, that's it. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think of the video. Do she be cooking or what? I love the way her storytelling is great. I know she would have an amazing book if she ever wrote one. If she had one already. I don't know. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I will leave a link in the description. Y'all make sure y'all go show her some love. Y'all go subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone, y'all.